you grab the side and you pull up to
Imagination crazy.
allow this guy, this man who has come behind you and whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and he just makes you wonder, will he catch me if I fall? See that? See that? Y'all, we just having fun. Y'all. We
No,
just talking.
no. See, all I'm thinking about is bending over to the counter and pulling my dress up and telling him to give me his dick.
See what I told you? See?
That's like some fucking Romeo Juliet type shit.
Nah. Look, so now my people like, yo, that dude is really creative. Well, to do what I do, to be one of the
Nah,
best in the
you need to
game,
write a book. That was some shit.
I had to
Book.
from work and then get in some girls' OnlyFans and be like, hey, can I, I'm gonna be home in like 15 minutes. I want to pull over the side of the road and just sext.
Mhm,
And then the girl milks him for like
mhm.
easy $60 as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't phase him because that's his fix. Before he goes home to the mundane, oh honey, we have mashed potatoes and green beans and meatloaf. Your favorite meatloaf. I didn't season it much. I put some applesauce on it, but it wasn't the good
Hey,
applesauce with the cinnamon. It's the unsweet applesauce, and it's not the chunky applesauce. It's the applesauce that you would get at a hospital, but it's okay because we love each other. And that guy's like, all right, well, I just got off in the car, and all right, yeah, honey,
I
music
just
to my
follow it.
ears. So, Maddie, your brand of in terms of adult world, is it interracial or it doesn't matter about colors? Is it a certain? Are you a queen of spades?
I,
Only liking brothers?
I lean more towards interracial, yeah. Queen of Spades type stuff.
Okay. So your brand is um interracial, queen of
Yeah,
spades.
mhm.
Is it because of the way that the black man smells? Is it because of the shape? Is it the the package normally? I mean, it doesn't mean everybody, right? People have different packages, but is it just this whole sense of chocolate? What is it with you
I,
as a MILF slash gift that you like? The Queen of Spades.
I think it's the whole chocolate factor. I just, I just love black men. Just absolutely love you guys. And, it
When
just,
did you go black, like black, black? What? How many years ago? We want to get. Let's get that. Let's go
I'll
back.
tell myself here.
gotta
It
go
doesn't matter.
back.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, I'll tell you, the very first time I was with a black guy, it was maybe like all the way back in 1995,
Mm.
if I remember correctly. And that was the first black guy I was with. And I was like, oh, I like this. But see, my whole thing too is personality. I mean, the person I'm with and everything. I get off more on somebody's personality, and then if they're able to give me a damn good railing on top of it,
So is it more personality versus looks, or is it a close balance between the two, or
it would be a close balance
you
between
just
the.
can't bang out a ugly motherfucker, huh?
No, some people there's not enough paper bags put over their heads.
Mm.
So I mean, yeah, you can always close your eyes, but
So what was it about Dior Boy that said like, oh, he's like, I need to devour him. What was it about him?
oh my gosh, where do I start?
Well, you start wherever we can get
He
off.
just, yeah, he just looked so yummy. I was just like, oh my god, you know.
She said that like she just got out of a 10-year bid in jail and she ain't had a real home cooked meal. She's like, oh my god.
No,
Yo,
no,
you are anybody that listens to our podcast, you know it can go left real fast, and that's how we like it. That's how I like it.
How we roll.
Yeah. So you just had to devour Dear Boy. So um, y'all did everybody watching, or it comes at this 16, 17 minute mark. They did two collaborative scenes. And one of the scenes is going to be shown on MilfCandy, who is the podcast sponsor, along with the Flourish XXX. And it'll be distributed via AsherClan and network in terms of social media, safe for work and not safe for work to flourish. But then they also can go to their OnlyFans, check out their Twitters, and become a member of their OnlyFans. We always suggest that. Period. There's not enough love that we can give. We got to give as much love as possible, especially nowadays. But now back to what we're talking about here. That was a little 17-minute spiel. If you catch this on YouTube, hit the description. You see a not safe for work or uncensored link. 2 clicks, and you can see what the hell they did on MilfCandy. Or you can hit their Twitters and follow there to their OnlyFans. But now, with that being said, what is it about when you have a black man's package in front of you? That, what is that feeling like?
Oh goodness. Um, honestly, I it's like being in a candy store for me
How often do you like to be in candy stores?
as often as I can.
Oh, you're right. You actually get on you get on the plane to go visit candy stores?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, fucking whore you. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, no, this is we don't mean to really call her. Well, she does do a lot of guys. So your relationship is when did it go? Was it open before or after the marriage? Because to be in the adult, it got to be open relationship.
Um, well, we originally we started out like in the swingers lifestyle, and started started with that, and then I was like, my husband was like, let's do some hot wife stuff, you know. So I would go out and I would meet a guy, go to a hotel, and then
So hot wife stuff in the adult and OnlyFans world is just basically gonzo hotel sex.
yeah,
And the wife is considered hot, or the MILF or the woman married is considered hot, and she tends to like, let's go back to my hotel or whatever, and the husband or someone records it, and let's just go at it, no dialogue, no nothing. Where's the foreplay? Is foreplay half the time, or you just it just depends on the vibe?
it depends on the vibe. Yeah, a lot of times it
Are
depends
you
on
a
the vibe.
pro foreplay, like long foreplay periods, or you like maybe give it to me a little bit, then get back to foreplay? So, oh,
Um,
you,
I like a little bit of foreplay, not much. You
mm.
know, I'm all about getting hammered. That's what I like. You
You
know.
shouldn't. You're not much for the pregame. Okay, got it. So
Yeah.
she ain't much for the pregame. I think Dior
She
Boi
already
is.
she
Yeah.
already ready.
So what is so okay? Cool. So hot wife. We define what that is. You consider yourself a hot wife now. Some may consider you a gilf.
Mhm.
Grandma I like to fuck because you do have grandchildren. Other people will say milf or both. I say both, right? Um,
I
what
Yeah.
is your favorite position, Maddie, in terms of like what position takes you there faster? Like if it's okay sex, but then like a certain position can get you there. So like, all right, I'm there. We good now. What position is that?
I'd have to say doggy.
You don't even want to look at a motherfucker. You just want to put your face in the pillow and ass up.
Hey, that's what does it. You know,
But
I just
does it make the guy bust quicker though because of your bodaciousness in the rear? It's very bodacious.
well, they
sometimes,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. Some guys they'll
but you're okay though. You're like okay. Well, whenever you get back up, we go round two, right? Around three, right? How many
exactly.
rounds can you go, Maddie, in a day? Day and night.
Hey,
How many rounds?
well, I'll find out next week in Vegas.
Oh, you're going to AVN.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at well, Deer won't, but we're gonna be at AVN. What is your plans to do at AVN other than networking and making content?
I'm actually taking the 26th. I'm only doing 2 scenes on the 26th so that I can have that day to just roam the expo and meet people and network and all that fun stuff. The rest of the time I'm there for a full 7 days.
When did you get there?
I get there on the 21st, late on the 21st.
I get I get there. Me and Miss Flores Triple X. She's our COO slash she's a videographer too. And another couple of us, a few of us get there the 22nd
Okay.
around 7:30. Um, and now you're gonna go test or you already be tested?
Actually, I just tested today. So
Oh, so that means on the 22nd you're gonna come by and say hey.
Will.
You will? You come by and say hey?
Hey, if I can manage to squeeze some free time in there, I've got.
So look, you get on the 21st. We
Uh-huh.
some of us get on the 22nd. That night is like a dead night because the 23rd through the 28th is crazy. Definitely like you working with the team, but that night, the 22nd, you need to come and say hello that night.
Well, we'll have to see what I can do because I've got 4 scenes scheduled. 4, 5. I got to check my schedule. I think
On the
4.
22nd,
Yeah,
you're doing 4 to 5 scenes in one day.
yeah.
Gee, so, all right. So okay, let's go through the days. Let's count this up. All right, the 22nd, you're doing 4 to 5.
Uh-huh.
Let's count them up. And here, I want to see this. How many?
I,
Get the notebook,
Yo, she
Maddie.
gonna be
The
worn out by like the
notebook.
oh,
third one.
you
The
saw
note.
it. You know.
The notebook
Get the notebook.
crazy.
She wild as
Hey,
hell, yo.
hey.
It's crazy. Let's see here. Let me find my schedule here for you.
He's crazy.
See, nobody in chat asked it. I don't even know how many people. Okay.
Look at that.
Oh,
What the fuck?
So I've got 4 to 5 scenes every day except for the 26th.
Wait, you got 4 to 5 scenes every fucking day
Yeah,
except the 26th?
yeah.
How does your vajayjay handle all of that pressure? Daily, 4 to 5, man. It's like,
Well, I'm
are those scenes are like 16 to 22 minutes or 25 minutes, or are they like 40 minutes? I mean,
I think it's going to be it'll be a mix of both, but in there I have breaks in there where I've got like nothing but a photo shoot scheduled. So, I've got time off and all of that. Plus, I bring ice packs and things like that if I need it.
yo, after she gets done with a day, she's like those basketball players after a game with a foot ice bath, ice on her knees, on her wrist, on her back. She's like, oh, I'm iced up. I got to do 4 or 5 the next day.
I'll be sitting in the tub with ice.
Good gracious, man.
No, but
You serious? 4 to 5 collabs
yeah,
every
well,
day?
I mean, that's what I've got booked, but I mean, you know how it goes. There's usually cancellations here and there. So
How do you feel about off-camera sex?
I have it quite often.
Because you swing, right? Swingers do that often. They don't care,
The the
right?
only the only
Go ahead.
difference with it, since I'm shooting professionally now, the only difference now is that I'm a lot more careful. Where
Explain that.
well, I mean,
Does it matter if it's a professional, like if it's a you're there on set for a studio and it's exclusive for the studio? That's different than if it's a collab and anything sort of it's kind of free willy.
well,
What is
no,
it? What's the difference?
with the studio and the collabs, I treat them the same.
Hmm.
We're all tested and everything like that. Um, the swinging aspect, like if I decided I wanted to go out and do a hot wife thing, I have
Hmm.
to. I'm very very careful with that because I don't want to put myself in a position to jeopardize the fun I'm having on camp with
Hmm.
everybody. So I the off cam I am very careful with.
Basically, you do it if you feel like it.
Yeah, if I feel like
What? All that political. Look, you see what I'm saying? All
well
that political movement, and shaking and baking she was doing. Look, she's
well
like,
no, it's kind of one of those things too that I will I just follow my gut instinct on it. If somebody might look good and everything like that, but at the end of the day, if something pops out at me and says, "Nah, don't do that," then I don't.
so do you do group scenes as well?
I want to. I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, we got a
You
couple
know
of orgies planned actually, and gangbangs planned.
what I want to do, and I've had a hard time trying to get it organized. is I want to do a gangbang, but I want to be blindfolded for it. So
All right, so
That's right up his alley. Look, he like,
I don't know.
look, so people understand as a videographer and director, you know, I do the not safe for work scene. I do the safe for work scene as well. You know, whatever pays the bills, right? But so she just mentioned to me, she just pitched me to facilitate a group G
Uh-huh.
bang,
Uh-huh.
and my whole thing was like, okay, you got to make time for it because I probably have access to 14 guys at
Uh-huh.
AVN, so I got to pick and choose.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but understand this: on those things, don't there's cameras rolling, there's cameras off. It's anything goes because that's not about principle and those kinds of things. It's like it's a vibe. It's like you may be with the getting slayed over here with three, four, five, or six guys, and then you may be in the bathroom and two guys. You know, it's all like some of it goes to BTS, some, you know,
Hmm.
or some guy, yo, I need to get you got to get them up. You know, it's like, but anyway. I didn't realize that that's what you were looking for, but you overbook yourself. When are you gonna be able to do that? If somebody facilitates that, when are you gonna be able to do it?
Like next week?
Like, yeah, when is it at night? Because you said you got 4 or 5 a day. I don't. Other than the
Yeah,
26, you said
yeah,
you only have two.
yeah, because and yeah, and I've still got to squeeze one more in because I'm supposed to be shooting with Rita Daniels,
With who?
while I'm there. So
So wait,
I've got to try and squeeze her in there as well.
on the 20 on the 26, what time? What time is your two that you have?
Let's see, the 26th, I've got a 9 a.m. and then that evening I've got a 9 p.m.
I think we have something around 7 or 8 p.m. But that's a group thing with orgy though.
Hmm.
That may be something you want to get in on. I don't know.
Do you have anything?
Uh oh.
Do you have anything um, on the 24th, 23rd, or 24th?
Uh.
The main reason
Oh,
I'm asking is my husband would absolutely love to see this, wouldn't he?
so here's the issue with here's
no,
the issue with
fact.
the 23rd. We got, let's see, there's one, two, three, four, five. So that's why we got three or four videographers. The only time we have the 20 after the 23rd, excuse me, the only time the 23rd it can happen would be 10 p.m. to midnight slot. Well, it doesn't take 2 hours, but we block everything 2 hours.
Okay.
That's the only opportunity on the 23rd is the 10 p.m. slot. That
Yeah, darn it, because I've got
I
a
think
two.
most people get to the 24th or 25th. So if there were slots on the, let's see, the 26th, you see you already got a 9 a.m. one though, but
Yeah.
12 to 2 and 2 to 4 are two slots that are currently open. Um, but
Hmm.
I don't, and I can just like, all right, who can show who? I can find out pretty quick who wants to be a part of it, and then that'll tell me the number.
Hmm.
But I don't. You got to tell me what works for you though.
The Well, the 26th is going to be tough for me because I really wanted to try to get that day um, to spend as much time as I could there at the
Mhm.
expo
Mhm.
because that's the only day I'm going. I'm not
Mhm.
I'm not popping in any of the other days or anything. And I was trying to get something set up so
The
that we.
27th is the award show. You going to that?
No, I'm not going to the award show, and
4 or 5.
I've got 5 shoots on that day
Yo,
as
boy,
well.
did you know that she got down like this? That she just slaying every and anything. Like, she's gonna go to AVN Awards next week. She's gonna probably have 15 to 22 pieces of content just slaying. Just, are
Yeah,
you gonna be okay?
I'm looking. Yeah, I'm expecting to come back probably with between 25 and 30 scenes.
So you get on the 22nd,
Yeah, get in on 21st.
and the 22nd you got 4 or 5.
I've got 4 right now, 1 tentative.
What time's the last one?
Last one's at 9 p.m.
Wow. And then on the 23rd, well,
Yeah.
like I said, 10 p.m. to midnight is open right now on the 23rd. So
Let
that works
me
for you and us.
write
You
that
can let
down.
Yeah, you can let me know. You gotta let
Okay.
me know in advance because I don't know. I know some people get there the 24th to 25th. So um, yeah. And then the later in the week, like the 27th or 28th, it's pretty much. I mean, we're stacked with like 7 a day,
Uh-huh.
almost at 6. On like the 26th, the 27th on Saturday, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. So, but we got 3 to 4 videographers, and so sometimes we have batch shoot where everybody looking batch shooting. You may be shooting on one side of the place,
Hmm.
and then you can be shooting at the same exact time on the other end of the place. So
Okay.
that's like so some of those are batch shots. So instead of like 7 different slots, it's like maybe 4 or 5 slots because there's some batch shooting going on.
Okay. Okay.
That's the advantage when you have multiple videographers. We have probably about 4.
Now the 10 the 10 p.m. to midnight. You said that's an orgy scene, or
No, ooh, she just saying all out there. The
I'll throw
10
it
to
out
midnight, the 10 to midnight on the 23rd. That can be all you and bodies.
there. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I gotta. Let me let's say tentative for that on the 23rd.
Okay.
But and if I can get the bodies, then we're hard in it. It's soft right now, but we're hard in it. We're hard in it.
Good.
When
Sounds
we
good.
get, yeah. Jordan was like, man, why ain't I AVN, man? These people are gonna be crazy.
I I got some creators that just ask me like if I'm going or not, man. I got so much stuff going on though right now. Like I got too much up and coming myself. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
for sure.
So now that everybody's just done heard things get set up, like that's how people to, to anybody watching or is just gonna hear this post processing, as we clean it up a bit. That's just how creators get down. They go to these conferences, they make a lot of content, they do their networking, they see some friends, they may try to mend some loose ends. That's what these conferences are for. And so that's why they're important to but I'm gonna be filming. I think we have, I want to say maybe 35 plus, and so I'll probably film only like 4 of those. Because I got as CEO, I got too much to do. I got podcasts to do as well. So but the Trucifer is going to be handling camera. Miss Flores Triple X, Tatiana Amore's husband Andrew is going to be handling camera. So um, Eddie J may do some camera work as well. That's my homie. So we got it covered. I can go and be CEO and rub shoulders and either try to fix some things that's broken or say fuck it, it's just broken. So be it.
Mhm.
Strap up. Anyway. Kind of, I love. I'm confrontational. It's like they don't like that in the industry. He's too aggressive. It's like no, we're progressive. We move the needle. We do different things. We do shit that the old point don't like. So what? Deal with it. Fucking taxis had to deal with Uber and Lyft.
Right.
And if you're in AI, they got to deal with other companies. Everybody want to get in AI. Deal with it. It's like we just want things to go back to the way they were. So they're never gonna go back to the way they were.
Mm-mm.
It's almost like I was just talking to an agent yesterday, and this agent gets on my nerves, whatever. I don't even know why I was talking to him, but I was like, do you realize last year or year before last, if you go to some of these sites that are, let's say, escort, like PC, Porn Companions or Trish Agency, the numbers of girls even have like tripled and quintupled, or maybe. And like, you can see some of these people like they get in the industry, then like instead of like within like maybe 6 months or later, you see them on some of those sites in 3 months. And it's like it's just everything is changing, and I think I felt really the growth of Sex Panther
Mm-hmm.
sexting applications, and then OnlyFans has completely changed. OnlyFans was it used to be about the collabs. I think it's more about having more short form sellable pieces, breaking everything up in pieces. It is sexting on crack.
Hmm.
That's how OnlyFans has evolved. And I don't think people, I know people that are doing tons of content. I'm like, if you don't understand the interaction part of it, the promoting, interacting, and then the reward is your scenes,
Hmm.
but everything in the middle is the money.
Hmm.
They people forget everything in the middle. That's what like we have Flourish OnlyFans management. We manage about 4 or 5 girls OnlyFans, but we teach and train them like understand it's about the interaction. You make more money in messages than you do in subscriptions.
Hmm.
And it's like they don't understand it. And I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna have saturation, continue people that, ooh, I don't want to go get a job, I want to do this or that. There's always people coming into it. If you look at it, what was it? OnlyFans 3 years ago had 50,000 people, or 26. Then right before COVID hit, it was a 250,000 creators in OnlyFans. Now look at it. I don't even forgot what the number is. I
Yeah.
said, so you're battling them
Hmm.
as well as existing in subscription, but there's no battle in messages. Do you have the weapons, ammunition, and do you have the chatting going on? And you got people. I've seen guys will literally be going from work and they get in some girl's OnlyFans and be like, hey, can I'm gonna be home in like 15 minutes. I want to pull over the side of the road and just sext,
Hmm.
and then the girl milks him for like
Hmm.
easy $60 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't phase him because that's his fix. Before he goes home to the mundane. Oh, honey, we have mashed potatoes and green beans and meatloaf. Your favorite meatloaf. I didn't season it much. I put some applesauce on it, but it wasn't the good
Hey,
applesauce with the cinnamon. It's the unsweet applesauce, and it's not the chunky applesauce. It's the applesauce that you would get at a hospital, but it's okay because we love each other. And that guy's like, all right, well, I just got off in the car, and all right, yeah, honey,
I
music
get
to my
all
ears. Sorry,
well,
people, it's just how I get. Huh?
speaking of that, it's like when I'm camming, a lot of the guys, I only cam during the daytime because I get the guys while they're at work. A ton of guys while they're at work
What time do you normally go to bed, Maddie?
now.
What is it now? 9:30. Wow. How are you gonna deal with Vegas if you go to bed at 9:30? Vegas, you can't go to bed till like 1 in the morning.
I know that. Yeah, yeah. I'll be good.
Especially on the 22nd, like later that night on the 22nd, after you finish or whatever, you got somewhere that you gotta be. You got somewhere you gotta be.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
On the 22nd. I'm not talking about the 23rd with the gang. You got somewhere to be the night before.
Right.
And they're gonna communicate with you. Get your ass over here. Get your fucking ass over here. What are you gonna do?
I'll hang with the big dogs. I can do it.
All right, cool.
It's
So
just that
Maddie's hanging the
when I'm home
22nd.
on the ranch, I'm a slug. I'm in bed early because I'm up
Cool.
early.
See, the 22nd is Maddie just she does her maybe 3 to 4 because that'd be a flake. She does her collab. She comes through later in the evening. It's like we just preparing for the next day, and just you never know what may happen. But there's guys that be hanging around, be like, "Yo, what you doing?" She like, as soon as you hit the door, sign at 2257. So anyway, it's just interesting the evolution of even MilfCandy, the brand professional. So like the sponsor, shout out to the Flourish XXX. Shout out to um, it's been 3 years, 3 years and a couple of months now, and it's just been ridiculous growth. And now we have AsherClan, which is the YouTube and streaming, and that is just going crazy. That's going ape shit. Love creating content for safer work or edgy content, but not over the edge. Versus the edgy content or in the adult world. So it's good to have that outlet. Um, and what was interesting is that there's an amateur site, Flourish Amateurs, and it was initially hot wires, like tons of hot wires, right? And it still has hot wires, but that was the first era. That was the first. That was when, if you go back last year and late 20, like the middle 2022 through 2022 to 2023 was the coming out of the whole hot wires. There was a tour. There was other. It was just a movement, and we did too. And so that's what makes the foundation of Flourish Amateurs. And then I was like, there got to be a progression. because it's like I want to do we want to do other things. We want to do podcasts. We want to do reality kind of concepts. We want to do other concepts other than, and it's not simply just the gonzo, like just getting, like you said, a hot wife picks up a guy, goes to a hotel room. So to me, that's amateur site stuff still.
Right.
This right here is like people can take time to get to know who's behind, who is this MILF, who is this GILF.
Hmm.
Can she have, do you, like, for instance, they want to know, do you take it in the rear end? Yes or no?
I have, yes.
Okay,
Not on
so
a regular basis, but I have.
okay, sure, cool. So somebody will figure that out in a week. So the point of the matter is, someone's gonna figure out like, oh yeah, she was not lying. Not me. I'm just a nice guy. I'm a professional instigator. All right. And seriously, I went to the Olympics for instigating. So anyway, gold medalist.
Hey,
I have to remind people that every chat. But so then it's like, okay, well, what about the professional MILFs? What about the ones who are amateur, who are beginning to make that ascension, or turn the corner a little bit, you know, instead of amateur, they're pro-am now, or they beginning to do a little bit more with scenes, and so, and then it's the ones that are like really seasoned, like, you're seasoned, you're experienced, you're beautiful, you're mature, so you can only be on an amateur site so much
Yeah.
because in a sense the progression and the evolution of you is a professional MILF
Hmm.
in terms of the industry. You still get rocked and slayed on swinging opportunities wherever you go, whatever. But that's different. That's when you're just like you can close your eyes, put your face down, and you don't care what happens. Just take me away, right? But so the evolution is kind of interesting. So now it's like what's making the amateur side is more new faces, randomization, and meeting people like you to look at both how this person came in, how they've evolved, and telling it. You've been telling that story, and I think people want to hear that and they want to see it. It's one thing to see performances, but they actually do want to get the gist of, okay, what makes her tick, what makes her make a certain noise, what's her favorite person. Like they want to know right now, where's the craziest place you've done it? Go.
Craziest place I've done it.
Yeah.
Um, in in the window, facing the fountains at the Bellagio, while the fountain show is going on.
That's the craziest place.
Yeah, that's been the craziest place.
We're gonna have to change that at some point. That,
I'm gonna top that.
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Dior Boy's gonna top that. We're gonna have to change that. That can't be. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's just been so many places. Gosh, it's hard to
Do you
pick.
ever get Do you ever get tired of banging
No, I like dick too much. Oh, did I say that out loud?
sausage? You like sausage too much? So does are you married or no?
Yes, I am.
So I don't know if you can talk, and if you can't talk about it, say pass. Do, does most of your intimacy in your life come from the industry more so than the marriage at this point?
No, no.
Oh
My
wow.
yeah, my the personal intimacy. Oh yeah, it's right on.
Mm.
Yeah,
Real cool dude too, cooler than a fan.
So do you do rimming?
I have. Yes.
So does he be romantic with you after you eat a man's ass? We just want to know. You talk that shit, right? We just want to know. You're on the street. You're on the cast now. See, now we're gonna go there. Look, it's 45 minutes.
Okay.
If anybody listens at this point, they gotta have. So seriously, would he like be all lovey dovey with you after he sees you eat a man's ass?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he
He's a
would.
kinky fucker, isn't he?
Nah, he
If
really
if a guy
is.
if a guy busts his jizz all up in you, is he the type to go lick it out?
Yes, he's a good cockhold.
Oh, dude, we definitely see, like, that's what's up, man. We definitely, where you? Okay. Yo, I was about to.
Hey,
Hey, dear, I caught myself.
hey,
I,
You can
yo.
yo, I caught myself. It was like,
Hey, I
it was like,
seen it. I
oh
seen
shit,
it.
almost fell. That moment, everybody, her answers when she answered almost fell, man. I caught
Hey,
myself.
I was surprised though too. You know what I mean? But mm,
Yeah, because he doesn't look. He's rather conservative looking, so you wouldn't,
It doesn't matter what he looks like if he knows how to eat it.
But he
See,
does. That,
see,
he a confident guy too. Like he really like
he got
he don't come
confidence.
off like
He has
so.
confidence.
Yeah.
God.
Hey, so
Yeah, okay. We gotta make this
I was
in 47 minutes. We gotta get that spot there. We gotta put it. Okay, cool. Confidence spot. Okay.
I was surprised though. You know, but I was just like wow, because I ain't never been in the like that type of you know what I mean setting.
So let me ask.
So it was,
So let me ask this question then, because I'm gonna either go Dior Boy an idea, or he's gonna be like, oh man, boss man's crazy, or it's gonna give him an idea. All right, Maddie, check this out. Here's a situation scenario. You're with the dude, and he's either filming your husband or watching. He's in he's inside of you. He pulls out and he tells your husband to come over and lick it off of him,
Oh,
off
he
his
did it in a heartbeat.
sausage. He doing a heartbeat.
Yeah, he did it in a
He
heartbeat.
come and lick his eggplant, and then the eggplant go back in you,
Yeah.
and that makes your husband feel.
If I told him to come over and do it, yeah, he would do it.
What if the guy told him to?
Oh, he'd probably still do it.
Wow, and you like that stuff
Oh yeah,
because are you the dominant one or the submissive one? You know, you're switch.
right.
Yeah, it just dawned on me you're switch. Fucking skank, switch.
Yeah, yeah. I like to be dominated, but when it comes to him, I like to take control
You
of
want to
him.
see him have his fun as well, right?
Hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I love watching him have fun too.
Mm. So what was it about your time with Dior Boy? How was it with you two?
Oh God, it was awesome. I mean, just absolutely
Talk
awesome.
about it. Tell everybody what it was like. The experiences y'all two did. What did y'all do over? Like y'all did a couple of things. What did y'all do? Just go into it. Y'all two go.
Gosh.
you know what I mean. We really caught a vibe though, like quick. You know, we kind of out quick. Me and her husband, you know, like they was just cool people because I'm a people reader, you know. So when I meet the person, like I can tell right off back if it's gonna be a good time or not. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it was an easy going shoot. You know, we had some fun for sure. I was tired. I think I slept, woke up, went out. They like, damn, bro, I've been calling you. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
bro,
Because I mean, it was like, I mean, you hadn't been in an hour before we did our first shoot.
right,
Yeah.
right, yeah,
So it's I put him to work right away.
Mm.
right away.
But yeah, I mean, it was, and everybody I've spoken to that has asked me about the shoot and everything, especially some of my lady friends, I was like, if you guys ever get a chance to work with the Dior Boy, do it.
Hmm.
I have told him you have got to work with him because he is just absolutely amazing. Just so much fun, so easygoing. I mean, everything is just it just flows naturally.
Oh yeah, he's a little charming. He's charming.
Thank you,
He's
Maddie. I appreciate that.
he's a he's a gingerbread boy. Not a man, but a boy. Maddie, something just came across your phone. What was that?
Something just came across my phone. Oh, let me check.
Let's see what her reaction is.
He owned it. Look at him.
You sure that was my phone you sent that to? Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
All right, so that's what's up. See,
Okay.
that's
I will be sure and
yep. This little
make.
boss thing,
I think.
boss talk is different. Not everybody understands boss talk. Boss talk is different, and it takes a certain type of swag, certain type of person. But some people grow into it and understand it later down the road. But anyway, so now,
I kind of got diff of it now, though. You know what I mean, brother? Like it's just it's different types of
to,
bosses, man. It's facilitators, and then
it's for
you
me
know,
is you got to understand like okay like of the collab schedule that we got right. There's like I think there's two to three. There's one, two, three exclusive shoots
Mm-hmm,
that are paid exclusive shoots. The other 25 to 27 is collabs.
mm-hmm,
And it's not that that's how things are. It's just that conferences are like that. Conferences. In
right.
between conferences, you have shoot houses, but also it's like, oh, we have we got third party stuff to shoot for our third
Mm-hmm,
parties as I'm an executive producer, or we're running low on one of the series, so we got to start shooting some of the content in one of this, whatever. Or we have a new site like MilfCandy, and we're
mm-hmm,
trying to build that content out. So it's like it's one thing how you build it out. It's another thing how it'll reach a certain point where you can transition it. You know, So it's like, oh, here's some content and it's shared, but it's certain things where like it got to be exclusive and whatever. But then you still got to build it. You got to build it effectively. It's interesting because I was talking to Ricky Johnson, Ricky Behavior, and he has it's Ricky's room, and not too long ago they went 95% collab,
okay.
right? Hussey got turned on podcast. Shout out to Ryan. They got Big Boys Club. Shout out to Riley. All of that's 100% collab.
Oh wow.
So I think, and it's interesting because you got agents is like they hate how we run, how we roll, but I'm like we embrace the content creator era earlier, and we
Mm-hmm,
don't, and we pronounce it, but I do understand there is importance to have a percentage of your library that is exclusive that the fans only can see it there.
yeah.
They can't see it or they can see it in your distribution. They may not can see it in this artist, and that artist distribution. And so
Mm-hmm,
it's a balancing act, right?
yeah.
Um, but outside of that, so the time that you two had, if y'all could meet up tomorrow, was it that good of a time? If y'all can meet up, snap your fingers, y'all to meet up tomorrow. Was it that good of a time that you
Oh,
two had, Maddie and Dior?
oh yeah.
most most
Oh
definitely.
yeah. Definitely.
What did she do, Dior, that really oh man, this is different? Did she just basic as fuck?
Uh, man, I had my experiences, but she was really good, I didn't have to use any lube, so nothing like that. Not saying I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I didn't have to do any of that.
You didn't have to use any slippery stuff to help access
No, yeah,
because she was
yeah,
already
yeah.
wet.
Oh
Maddie,
yeah,
you stay
yeah.
wet
I
wet.
kind
Do
of
you walk around sloshing?
Depends,
you gotta
it depends on who I'm around.
you got to know what to do though. You know what I mean? I know what to do. And I would suck them titties for about 3 minutes. You got to know how to touch
He
them
went
right.
down. Well,
Land
he
on
started. He said 5 minutes. He said, "No, fuck it, 3 minutes." You asked him again. He'd be like, "No, it was probably about 1 minute."
probably 2 minutes.
You keep going
I was
lower
looking.
and lower and lower and lower.
It, it was a little over a minute, but I was just amazed about how big they were. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh
You know
my
what? Okay, so
god.
check this out. I don't. We have membership now. Okay, of course there's membership at the Flourish sites. There's 5 different websites: the Flourish XXX, Flourish Amateurs, Flourish POV, the Flourish Fetish, and then Milk Candy was this one. There's also their OnlyFans, but we just enabled membership in YouTube. And I know YouTube is safe for work, but I don't know if membership may allow a little bit more because it's you know I wonder if we may have to have a moment where when we finish this that we stick around and do another private like 5 minute or where Maddie's just we don't send it to all destinations, we send it to a private destination so Maddie can go over her bodacious tatas.
You want to see those, don't you?
Dude, man, I think there's if I was streaming, if we were streaming this to all our Twitter 1.5 million network or whatever, I'm sure there'd be people in DMs and comment that would be like, "Yo, what size are they, J's?" Or you know,
They are huge
what
though.
what
Like
size
I
are
don't
they?
think
36H.
Okay, A B C D E
That's not
F
fair.
G H. Let's go H.
they don't. I think the camera wouldn't do it any justice. You just got to be there
Are they
and like live.
like if you were a referee in NFL and you get a touchdown, you say H? That's how big you're at H.
It's, yep, it's an H.
And you're a queen of spades. When's the last time you got with a white package? A white sausage, white guy.
My husband
For real.
doesn't count, right?
No, your husband doesn't count at all, actually.
Oh, last time I was with a white guy.
Hmm.
That's a good question.
I know that's what we figure out. Seriously.
I honestly don't remember when the last time I was. It's been
Wow.
a while. It has. It's been a while.
Are you a size queen or is it emotion in the ocean?
It's the motion of the ocean.
You have a big ocean,
I've
or is it a
got.
small ocean? How's the ocean? Is it a pond, a lake, or an ocean?
You got to make it an ocean. It's all about the
No, but
person. When
I'm asking her like right now, right this very second. Or is it a pond size, a lake size, or ocean? Or when you were the guy, was it
When I'm with a guy,
yeah.
hmm, uh, we'll let him answer this one.
Yeah, you answered.
I answered it. You got to know what you're doing.
Okay.
And the thing is, that's back to what I'm saying. Like, either it might be a desert for you
It
if
can
you
be a
don't know
dried
what
up
you're doing.
pool and shit.
Could be.
If you don't know what you're doing, you got to know how to touch them. You got to study it. It ain't all about
Study
stick and go.
what? So what you saying when you were her, you were back in class?
I study everybody that I collab with. I study.
That's his homework.
Is there? But can you sometimes overthink things?
Who
No, I'm
never.
just it's like I'm studying. What am I studying for? It's like is there a certain test?
The
Is this
study, the study is natural
is it
though.
a test?
If you have discipline naturally to study and go to class on time,
But
then
is
you would never have a
there
problem
really
with that.
studying if you know that the woman wants to feel your package inside of her?
Different though. Every woman is different.
Right.
So
It's
you
like
can
if Maddie goes somewhere at 10 o'clock at night, it's not a matter of and she's collabed 3 4 times in a day. It's not a matter of that study. She knows she's feeling something at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. She knows she's feeling something.
all right.
Now she's felt it all day. Now the question is though, is that feeling something? Is it significant? If is it of length or time, or is it one of those? The door opens in the refrigerator and bends over to get something, and then and something. Is it that moment? Is that moment in the bathroom where two people when they brush each other and they look at each other and they just start doing something and they pull out a cell phone and just capture 5 or 8 minutes just to get to their BTS because fans love that. So what is that? You know what I'm saying? It's really
Of course.
I'm not foreshadowing anything.
But you can also do
Um,
that in when you are getting into things and kind of intimate and you about to fuck and stuff, then you already have done your homework. If it take you a minute for you to look and feel and it take you an hour to be like, okay, then this is how she like it, you gotta pay attention to every woman is different. It's clit girls, women, and then it's dick girls, Sometimes you gotta know what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a clit or a
mm,
dick girl. She's more of kind of both. You can play with it, and then if you go deep and in the right way, you gotta know how to move. She'll tell you about
but
that.
she did say earlier sometimes she just likes to feel it first before even some foreplay. Sometimes she said she just wants to. when I say pregame, sometimes a woman will like to like know what she's about to deal with, or like it'll warm her insides up a little bit, and then be like, all right, now let's go to the regular. You know,
Mhm.
that's how some women do. They like to like, all right, let me get loose before we get down. I'm just saying. I'm not saying
It's pure. It's pure for the viewer though. A lot of that is for the viewer. Everything that I do is strictly for the viewer. You know what I mean? So the opening up for the camera is just a different aspect of fucking. You know what
He
I mean?
opens up really nice too.
Yeah,
He opens up
you
so
gotta
nice.
know how to open up for the camera, and if you are considerate, please her as well. So it's tough. It's tough on the males. I think you came, didn't you, Maddie?
Oh yeah.
I think
So,
you.
when you say she came and that she didn't come in the door, I mean she
I,
exploded with a
yeah,
certain feeling of
Yes.
an explosion of juices.
yes,
Yes.
but
That's what you.
I had to
I'm
do my
just trying to dumb it
homework.
down.
Prior to that, I did my homework to see that okay, this is what she likes, and it takes that. It's more than you just because even in a real sexual encounter, you have
So
to
Maddie likes
the word.
so Maddie goes into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Come closer, Maddie. I'm just taking what Dior Boy said. Come closer. M- Maddie comes over at 10 o'clock at night. She's in the bathroom. There's a man, just well endowed, that comes behind her, and he rests his package in between her butt cheek crevice, where he talks to her, and she was just checking herself out because she just used the bathroom. She's checking herself out, right? And then he goes and he pulls her hair back a little bit in her hair and whispers in her ear, and he says to her, "Do you want to feel me right now?" See that at that moment, she's she's diving with no parachute. That moment, she doesn't care where she falls. That moment, Maddie, you grab the side, right? Right? You grab the side and you pull up
Imagination crazy.
to allow this guy, this man who has come behind you and whispering sweet nothings in your ear, and he just makes you wonder, will he catch me if I fall? See that? See that? Y'all, we just having fun. Yeah,
No,
we
no,
just talking.
no. See, all I'm thinking about is bending over to the counter and pulling my dress up and telling him to give me his dick.
See what I told you? See?
That's like some fucking Romeo Juliet type shit.
Nah. Look, so now my people like, yo, that dude is really creative. Well, to do what I do, to be one of the
Nah,
best in the
you need to
game,
write a book. That was some shit.
I have to
Book.
watch it. So here's Maddie, come closer. Come closer, a little bit more closer, Maddie, to the camera. A little bit closer to yes,
A little
come
bit
here.
closer. A little bit closer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just need you to yeah, that's I want you to get into practice of just doing what I say. Thank you. All
Uh-huh.
right. See, that's just for the No, but you know what? We've been talking for an hour and 5 minutes. Actually, I can probably talk for easily another half hour or whatever. But we're shorting it up pretty soon. But I want to make sure I cover some bases here on something. Maddie lives in North Dakota. Everybody, she has horses. Is that your primary thing, the horses, or okay? And so content is secondary.
Yes.
It's been fun because you've been in the lifestyle, but now you're starting to you've been monetizing your content.
Yes.
What is
Yes.
your number one monetization right now? Is it OnlyFans or is it clip stores or what is it?
Surprisingly, my camming.
Talk of what? So explain this cam. What do you cam on?
I'm on StreamMate.
How many? You gotta stream a lot of hours a day, right?
No,
Or a week?
I only stream for 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours a day. That's it, and that's only Monday through Thursday.
Because on weekends you're a hoe.
I try to be.
Yes. All right. So streaming Monday through Thursday, and so you're saying streaming is makes more than OnlyFans, makes more than clip sites. people, I've heard that live is made a real big comeback. Is that true?
I think it has. Like I said, the guys they love the interaction. It's like their own personal porn video that they're directing, and they love the attention and the interaction. And I get these guys in the middle of the day while they're at work, dreading going home to their wives. You know, they'll spend their afternoon, their lunch hour, or a few minutes in the car, like you said, before they get home. Or I've had them while they're driving.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I'm talking like the whole gamut when it comes to careers. I've had police officers, I've had firefighters, I've had military personnel, uh,
Mm-hmm.
probably some people in politics. I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, just you name it, I put money on it. I've seen it, and
Mm.
it's cool. I really like it, because I find that my daytime guys, they're the ones with the money. A lot.
Interesting. So you're saying that more money is made in the day
It is.
chatting, streaming than in the evening?
It is for me.
That I've never. Why is
It,
that though? Okay, for you, what is that phenomenon there?
um. Well, I think what the I think the daytime guys, they like the more mature women. They don't want the young girls that are afraid of a cheeseburger. Um, they they want somebody that has a brain that can actually talk to them. You know, I have so
Mm.
many people that I do shows with that a lot of the times I don't even get naked. They just want attention. And, so a lot of the times I'm not really I'm not really playing with Fred and Henry and
She's
all
a
these other
chameleon.
It's remarkable that you can, like you say, Monday through Thursday, 3 to 4 hours a day.
guys.
It's very consistent. So one of the things that you tell your audience is, you're gonna see me every day. These hours, normally this or whatever, daytime, so they can depend on you. So you begin to build that
Mhm.
core audience, and they know they can get their Maddie fix,
Yeah.
or they
And
can
I,
bring
and I
something.
always let them know on Twitter too. I always make sure that they
Mm,
know, hey, I'm on today, just so that if something happens that they've forgotten or gotten sidetracked, it'll pop up on them and they'll see it.
gotcha, gotcha. This is, you know what? This has been more informative than an It's educational in different aspects than the All Hell Breaks Loose podcast. This A lot of the clips I go grab out of this one. A lot of people, they probably would say, but they don't. They're scared to say it. Um, and it's interesting to listen to you when I picked up your Switch. Now, there's a lot of subs, but then, how do you know, Maddie? When do you know when to go back and forth between the sub world and the dom world? Since you're a Switch, is it a certain? Is it a? Do they ask you, or is it a certain thing that you just pick up because?
A lot of it is because a lot of the guys that I have are repeat customers. So a
Mm,
lot of it is I know what they like. Plus, I'm very good and consistent about keeping notes on everybody that I do shows with, so that when they pop into my room, I have something to refer to remind me, oh, this is what this guy likes. So I know
mm-hmm,
that's the direction to lean when I'm talking to him or when we go into shows. But now, if it's a new person, I just I play it by ear, based on their interaction, how, what they say to me, how they say things to me, as to how I need to carry out the show with them.
awesome. You know what, everyone? It's time that we say. It's time that we take a five. We're gonna take a 5 minutes, and we're gonna do something for only the membership people. The membership people in AsherClan's YouTube, the membership people in both of their OnlyFans. Like, hey, get ready. I think y'all already advertising one of your scenes already. Both of you, right? Y'all already put one of them out already, right?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, got one out.
All right. So, but we want to say thank you for everyone who's going to watch this in the different channels. Once we clean it up a little bit, put some nice dressings on it, etc. The live version is in YouTube right now in the live tab, AsherClan or AsherClanTV, AsherClan. Make sure you check the description. You see not safe for link, not safe for work link. It says uncensored. Then you see MilfCandy and a not safe for work one as well. You're also going to see their Twitters. Follow them. Give them a follow. Check out their OF if you're into that. Or everybody got different stores. But this is about Maddie, Dior Boi, meeting her, what they did, and just diving into the psyche of a MILF slash GILF because she gets called both. All the way from North Dakota, and who's going to go to Vegas doing AVN, Adult Video Network, on the biggest conference, and she's going to be slaying 4 or 5 guys a day, which is just hoish. I don't care what you say. It's just the ultimate
I
like,
say I'm a slut.
are all those guys are you gonna let them all bust inside you too, or how do you manage that? The that kind of compounding
Right.
nuttage.
That's what I have my husband there for.
Oh, okay. You know
Oh,
what? Everyone, before we lose the channel, we're gonna end it off there because she's like, hubby, you clean it all up. Y'all are just, you know,
wow.
Uh,
I can't wait to run into Maddie. Okay, I can't wait to see her. Hopefully, she can we can facilitate this group GB. If we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. Depends on the bodies. Um, and then the night before the night before, just how you doing? How you doing? Anyway, so, but we can't. To all fans, go check it out. If you catch this in Twitter, hit the first top comment. If you catch this and listen to this in other distribution channels, streaming in the Spotify, just follow the names. Okay. Thank you, Maddie, for showing up here.
okay,
Didn't know that we were going to keep you for an hour and 15 minutes, but when people are having a good time, they can talk for longer.
exactly.
You
Yes,
know,
definitely.
this is a good old time, and all those shoes that you got there, in the background. What does that neon light say? Maddie
Uh,
Cross?
that yeah, it says Maddie Cross, and I forgot to turn it off. But and you see my other ones back there.
Oh no, no, they're dope. They're dope. Awesome. You're a boy. Keep the grind. You're getting off to a good start. Me, Mr. Flourish,
Sure.
Mr. Flourish 69 on Twitter. Thank you, everyone. And when this airs officially, post edit, the scene is going to drop on milfcandy.com probably 2 to 3 days after it. I think February the 2nd is the drop date for that with some marketing as well. But get in where you fit in if you want to see the content. Other than that, enjoy the conversation we had and keep repeating it. Share it and Twitter, share it and YouTube. You say, hey, go listen to them talk. It's these are the conversations you fans want to have, but you can't. You wonder about. We bringing it to you. That's it. Peace.